So she's managed to stay a nurse, but got forced. I guess.
Yep.
Well, she got threatened.
Coerced.
I should say coerced. She got
Yep.
told that she would lose all her 10 years of long service leave if she didn't get the jab and so on. So she's been struggling. Nurses particularly struggle with mental health to begin with because of the situation they're in. The fact they're around death. Who wouldn't have anxiety from that?
Yeah.
So he also puts a lot of time into her as well as both of their work and so on. So, and now he's putting just so much time into me that he shouldn't have to. And a lot of people have put a lot of time into me. Last time I was here 3-4 weeks ago, I met quite a few people at the Goat Show and through Michael at Cafe Lockout and a few other places. Catherine Cummings, it's an MP.
Yep.
I met her at the Goat Show, and she's now had me staying at her place next door that she owns for a few weeks this time and a few weeks last time, and it's just when I first came down here, I spent
a fortune in hotels.
I got the cheapest backpackers at the Space Hotel, and it just adds up.
Yeah.
And then, so there's been her that's been putting me up for accommodation, and there's been another girl, Fiona. She's been helping me with a lot of stuff.
Yep.
I believe she actually got me onto you or helped.
Yeah, I think she got a hold of Michael, and Michael got a hold of me.
Yeah, so it's amazing how many people are helping, and amazing how much time they're putting in. But it shouldn't be necessary. We should be doing useful things to make this country better, not defending ourselves from trying to make the country better, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Round of applause for that. 100%. All right, mate. Well, look, we'll do what we can to help you. Anything I can do, you have my number. Michael has my number. You can get a hold of me. If I can help, we will help. And if we can help raise a few dollars through the Fundly site, fundly.com/help-freedom-truck. That's the website.
Yes, that would be really helpful. Even though I hate to.
No, I understand,
donations.
mate.
I'm always usually
really
the one
hard.
trying to give other people stuff and help.
Yeah. But we all saw what happened that day. You just basically followed the crowd, followed along. The coppers got very excited about you, and at the end of the day, smashed your truck up, took you. There was somebody else in the truck. We might talk about that another time. There was somebody else in the truck with you. I'm very interested. If that lady that was in the truck with Paul would like to contact us at VOFHQ, we would love to hear from you. I think you might have some interesting stories to tell. You have vision from inside the truck. You're in dash camera, and of course you've now been able to access all of the police vision from their body cams and associated other pieces. There is quite a defence you are able to mount. You just have to be able to afford it.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I feel like has been happening is, one, it's hard when you don't know the system and you've also got disabilities. The other thing, it's
just hard, man.
It's ridiculous. One side says, "Oh, we didn't get that memo effectively."
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure how much detail I can go into everything from a legal point of view, so I'll just try and keep it simple. And then all of a sudden, it's like you pretty much effectively, I don't know if there's a right lingo, but they could get an adjournment, or you, but mostly them, because they didn't get that
lawyers
paperwork. So then you have to then wait another week and then another week, and it goes on. And you're thinking, is this how the system runs?
Yeah. No, your lawyer won't go into court and represent you unless you paid him. And the judge won't hear him.
Is the system just there to keep the system running and employed? I don't know.
At times, it does seem that way, doesn't it, folks?
Because I couldn't run a successful business, I feel, in the
Current climate.
in the way that, like,
Hey,
I was taught just go and get and do something. If it has to be done, do it.
do it.
Get it done as quickly as possible.
You're
and
a
then
Darren Birdworth.
Then get the next person help and do that. You know what I mean?
Mate. All right. Well, look, thank you for taking the time tonight. I know you jumped on the bike at late notice and rode down here. It took you an hour and a half or whatever it was from wherever you're staying to get down here. So I really appreciate you coming down tonight. Keep in touch. We will keep helping you with this at every step we can. I know that there is some help being afforded to you in the background with legal advice and all that sort of thing. We won't get into that, but that's all fairly, well, not fairly, it is completely unpaid. And it is only advice on how to proceed forward, nothing to do with what's happening in the court. So when is the next appearance that you have to make?
I actually had one yesterday. I had two yesterday, and that's why I'm a little bit exhausted still as well. I had two yesterday. Then I've got one on the I think
a little later next month.
17th and the 21st, I think.
17th is a good date. Just saying. 17th
what
is a
is
good
it?
day.
Is it your-
The folks know about it. 17's a good day.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that. 17's a great number. Paul, thank you. Thanks for coming up, man.
Thank you for having me.
No, anytime. You just pick up the phone. You can have a chair at Voice of Freedom any night you want. We're here to help, and if we can help you raise a few bucks to help your defence, absolutely. I can furnish you with common law advice up the wazoo, but it's up to you whether or not you want to play that game. We can have a talk about that at a later date.
And there's another thing I'd just like to add while I'm here is I didn't actually know you knew Rob from the
Galactic Larrikins? I don't.
Larrikins.
He's a bastard and he does awful things to my YouTube channel.
But he actually, I met him effectively on the side of the road
After Canberra?
after I was kicked out of jail. And
That's where he lives, on the side of the road in Canberra.
And he actually was very sincere and had a nice chat. And there was a lot of people also at Epic that actually helped me from basically this side of the road, because I only had I had like something like an hour and a half to get
out of the
out of the police station, the AMC Correctionals car park across the border before as a breach of bail. And they pretty much kicked me out with like nothing, no wallet, no phone. All that stuff all my possessions were in the truck. How
long did it take you to get anything back out of the truck?
I think it was roughly around close to a week or 10 days. So we're on the side of the road at a rest area near Braidwood, this lovely river that we
camped beside.
It was actually kind of a nice place. It would have been better under better circumstances, but we're there for a while and met quite a few people from Epic, and then ended up getting a ride back with them up.
Great.
Because all the floodings were happening. Then we had to go the long way around up Rocky, and then eventually.
Jeez, that's the long way, all right.
It kind of caught a ride with some people to this town, then across to Rocky, then across, and so on. So
just so you know, folks, the trip from the Queensland border to Rockhampton is about 850 k's, and he lived on the other side, well, on the Gold Coast, right on the border. So he's gone 850 k's north to come back.
So there's some lovely people at Epic. I kind of was lucky enough because apparently after the run there was a little bit of drama. I was kind of lucky enough that I actually didn't see the drama because I was volunteering in the kitchen and with the food and stuff like that. But there was some lovely people there, and I saw at Epic that the people came together and they were caring, putting other people first, being responsible from what I saw. And, we didn't have huge control.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, maybe one day the world probably needs to consider simplifying things and going back into a place where there are less laws and less things and more common sense and things that, because I'm pretty sure there's a law for everything that means you could probably be in jail forever.
If there's not, they'll make it up.
They
just make it up as they go along.
And like, you almost wonder if we'd be better off with more smaller, broken down councils rather than all of a sudden we're doing huge areas with one corporation, effectively. Yeah, so
that's where the People's Council comes into play, folks.
But that was where I saw all these people coming together, and I thought, I'm not alone, and there's so many people that this is how I was brought up.
No, mate, we got your back, haven't we, folks? Paul, thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it, and keep in touch. We'll talk in the next week or so and see what we can do to help. So really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, the owner of the Freedom Truck.